All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Chihayafuru,
Season 2, Episode 11. Sutomu is not going to be in the next match?
Or he
Nishida?
might be brought in.
Yeah.
But there might be some dramas regarding who gets to decide what the draft ends up being. I'm excited to see the team talk about this and hash it out. It gets the team focused on, like, hey, what kinds of little things do we need in order to win? What kind of info is Sutomu actually bringing in to this match here?
Yep.
Maybe we can talk about what the notes even are for this upcoming team, and then that could decide who's going to be against, who's going to be drafted in.
Absolutely. Yeah. You clearly are cooking with something, Nishida. You have a plan. There's a reason why you think this. So maybe let us know what that is. But also, yeah, Arata's here, you know.
Oh, yeah. Just,
just casually. He may or may not be able to play. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Hopefully, his presence won't distract Chihaya and Taichi too much.
But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Let's not make it be more than what it is.
Let him cook.
Yep.
藤崎の方を見てたから細かい試合内容はわからないんだけど負けた高校の子にどうだったか聞いてそしたら
なんで言わねえんだよ自分がスタメンで出るってなんで後輩に譲るんだよ
But Nishida, you brought it up.
ダメなんだよ自分が前に出なくてもいいって思ったら気持ちが矢面に立たなくなった瞬間から力の現状維持さえ難しくなるんだ
Don't project, though, here.
Yeah. But, Nishida, but you didn't mention why you didn't think they needed him, though.
Yeah.
Or why you thought it would be better.
Bro's choosing who gets the extra food in a zombie apocalypse.
Right.
Ah. Yeah.
Good move, Empress. Right, but because she doesn't actually play karate, yeah.
Yeah. Dang.
So maybe
she came to that conclusion quick.
Yeah. I'm curious if there's like a specific bit of info in there that like she picked up on. She
mentioned that they were all right-handed.
Right.
That could be part of it.
Watch. She's like, no. We need Tsukuba because we can match him up against one of the girls and he'll creep her out and then...
Never underestimate the creepy debuff.
Exactly. Dude! You're spinning out! Yeah, you're gonna carb crash.
I regret nothing. I lived as few men dared to dream.
Ah, yeah!
I love her!
Yeah. Hey!
He's just guessing.
Yeah, but now you can't go into it like this!
Okay. Single elimination.
Oh, shit.
Only 8 teams.
Show you. ダジャレか全員なんだか公家顔なのは全くの偶然駒野くん何してるの休むよ言われたでしょ
Oh, this reader, kind of lazy sounding voice.
Yeah.
He took one of your cards.
You're off your game. You're not focused.
負けたら終わりのトーナメント戦
Dude, you're in your head after one card?
やばい
Yeah, he wasn't ready for a match. He's tired.
頼みますね。
私も先輩たちの試合。
あなたも休まないとダメです。
はい。
Okay.
また取られた。前に原田先生に言われたの。試合前に他の選手の試合一生懸命見。
Oh.
一試合しっかり見ることは一試合やるより体力を使うって。
Yes,
I like it.
and she was right. And he was
Yeah.
really
It's a lot of
tired.
brain
一
power.
番疲れてるのはつくえくん。
Wow.
だから
Okay.
外す。
And
まずい
Nishida,
時々出る速い鳥に
you weren't there for that.
この川辺ってやつ川辺
Yeah.
カウベって人と対戦でも落ち着いて当ててきてるだけだから。
Wait. He figured it out quickly. You can feint him into making a
false,
mistake.
yeah.
Then.
このスピードは本物か
Ah.
感じのいい選手いや
Trust your teammate.
Yeah.
かけて突っ込んできている
Which means you can get him on faults.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
お手つき
Yep.
どうに感じのいい人だったら当ててきてるだけつくえくんつくえくん
Yeah. Win this match for him. Let's go.
つくえくんのメモによると。
He's doing the standing thing. Yeah.
席を立つというのは
だから早めに。
Wow.
Oh, amazing.
Fantastic.
Use cuteness.
It's super effective.
すぐ立とう
He wants to do it now.
私が払わないとあっちには飛んでいかないですよ。
今のは絶対俺の大岡という選手は自分がクールダウンしたくて
今のはご存知でしょうが、僕の鳥です。送らせてもらいます。
今
Okay.
までカルタは自力こそが大事なんだと思ってた。
Gotta get scrappy.
思ってなかった。
There's my issue again with the way that they resolve
Yeah.
debates with regards to cars.
素振りで畳をバンバン叩きすぎる人はびっくりしなくていい。
使い方が雑だってことだから。
Ah.
たった今負けたチームにどれだけ大変だっただろう。
And now they've turned the game around. Let's go.
お願いします。
Games are won by supports.
がどうだったかなんて教えないといけないんですか。
そこをなんとか自分の仲間のためにできるサポートは何でもしたい。そういう気持ち
Wow.
もわかるはずです。お願いします。
Wow. Wow. Yeah, you have to court the teams that lost to them as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're probably going to be in, at least a little bit of bad mood.
つくえくんは矢面に立ってる。自分が必ず水沢を日本一にしてみせるって。
The note taker in the TTRPGs.
Yep.
先輩怖いです。目が見えないから寝てても起きててもわかんない。
試合は
今まだやってます。
Okay.
Yeah. Get some more snoozes. There might be some cracks in those eyelids.
情報収集の方が絶対向いてますよ。
Well, thank
試合
you.
ってきついもんね。
ですよね。
肉まんくんに言われてキクッとした。
勝ったぞ水沢勝ったぞ
Of course they did. Yeah. All right.
次は出るよな
Semifinals now.
次は出るよな一緒に出るよなつくえくん
Oh.
Of course he is.
Yeah. I want to play.
Yeah. My guy.
一緒にずっと頑張ってきた
OG5.
選手でいてほしいんだ、ずっと一緒に選手で。
本当にごめんな、こんなの書かされることになってもて。
What? That's it. That's it?
That's fantastic.
俺の T シャツあのズブルネクイーンに貸してもうて。
もう女のどうでもなんやったらあげる。
Okay, that's awesome.
君の今日の目的は何かね。
今日は東京代表の友人の応援です。
それを停止する。
Oh.
No!
書きなさい。それで明日は個人戦に出なさい。
団体戦頑張ってるやろか。
Wow.
That's brutal.
なんでやろう。俺は試合の時にしか二人に会えん運命なんかな。
準決勝の相手は明石第一女子。一番のマークは3年の大阪めぐむ。
誰？
You played her before.
Yeah, yeah,
山本由美さん相手にシーソーゲームで惜敗した。
yeah. Uh-huh.
で一番強い女子選手。
Oh, right.
このバッグとかストラップの情報、カルタ関係ねえじゃん。
見える角度じゃなかったし、まだカルタの流れとか。
いいんだ。
I've extrapolated raw, powerful data.
補正は大阪めぐむ以外、カルタを始めたのは高校に入ってからの普通の女。
Oh.
恋の歌が得意そう。ゆうべさんはボーイッシュだし、途中したい。
He's cold reading
それと
them.
名前、みんな名前チェックだよ。大阪めぐむだったら、大江、大家、目はきっと得意のはずだよ。
What?
A 級の大阪さんとゆうべさん、この2人は全試合この順番で
Every match.
Okay.
Wow.
明石女子 A 級の2人と綾瀬、真島、肉まんくんが当たらないように。
Let's put them in the other three spots, yeah.
うちのエースは肉食系だ。
She wants to face them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what the individual matches are for.
Right.
Chihaya.
今まで私1か3か5の順番にしかなって
Just starts banging your head against the wall.
B 級の人と当たる可能性が高いはず。
試合の勝ち星を計算してる。
Well done, well done.
日本一を見てる。
She's almost pouting right there.
Yeah. She absolutely is.
前から思ってたことだけど、北欧戦の最後でお前、セイムだからってあっさり引いたよな。際どくても引いたらダメだ。勝ちたかったら全部揉めろ。
Fight for every card.
No way. Is he gonna?
マシマ
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's right.
We're gonna meet y'all in the finals. Yeah, win. Don't
I know-
give her what she wants.
I know she's your crush, but don't do it, son.
Oh, dang.
藤崎の横断幕目立ちすぎ。
こちら持ってくださる？私藤崎の応援なんですけど。やだ。
持ちますよ。
ありがとう。
Yes.
歴代 OB の方まで。
Amazing.
去年の夏、しのぶちゃんと戦ったところ。クイーンいましたよ。福井の人と一緒に。
Yeah, she was able to keep
He's
that out
not
of her
gonna
head.
show up.
Oh man.
みんな聞いてくれ。
What'd you do, Taichi?
千早は3番で行く。
He did it.
北欧は予選で互角の選手同士を当ててくれた。俺らがそれを避けるのか。勝てばいい。勝ってこい。ミサ勝つぞ。
Oh.
明石女子がこのままのオーダーで来るとは限らない。みんなには言わなかったけど。
みんなには言わなかったけど、きっと
Oh.
オーダーを動かす
Specifically to draw people
これ
in.
から当たる強豪に備えて
Yeah.
の
Uh huh.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow. They're both thinking
I
it.
like it.
うちが明石女子にとって
Right.
強豪かどうか。
水沢高校対
Here we
第
go.
一女子高校のオーダーを読み上げます。
We're listening for Megamu.
高校西田君、明石第一女子ゆうべさん、
Oh. Okay.
水沢高校大江さん、明石第一女子早坂さん。
Uh.
水沢高校綾瀬さん、明石第一女子大阪さん。
計算通り。
Okay.
水沢高校真島くん、明石第一女子七瀬さん。水沢高校駒野くん、谷村さん。
計算通りすぎて
They don't see you as a threat.
Yeah.
決勝に備えている
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
口を舐めてるのか
Oh shit.
それとも
That's how confident they are just in general.
Mm-hmm.
They would never change it. This is optimum.
エースの実力に
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's also the bring your best, you know,
Yeah.
like
Tottakai!
yeah. I'm here and ready, you know, like
Yeah.
it's the equivalent of like some Dark Souls boss just standing there with the sword in the ground, just like, all right.
Pick it up.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Yeah, yeah.
There's this boss in Elden Ring Night Rain that's like that.
Yeah.
It's basically a bell-bearing knight.
Okay.
The guy that has the little spinning red blade or what have you.
Okay.
But you can find a harder version of him.
Okay.
And I saw a clip of someone reviving their teammate in front of him, and the boss just stopped. And it was like, did nothing. Right as the teammate was reviving, it started doing its grapple.
Yeah.
And then right when the iframes of the reviving part ended, grappled the guy immediately, picked him up, boom, one shot, killed him, and sent him right back to death. And it was just like this, what?
The bot is aura farming.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
No. Pick him up. Pick him up. You know?
Okay, yeah, that's actually the when the machines take over, right, and all that stuff. But what happens when the machines get enough id and personality that they're like,
And make it a little bit easier for you. Come on, come on.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, don't give up yet. Don't give up yet.
Right,
You
right.
still got some vim and vigor in you.
Exactly.
All
right.
right. They predicted their setup properly, but no, they didn't change anything because they're either so confident that they don't see you as a threat, or they're so confident that they just have enough wins that they're gonna get because their teammates are that good.
Yeah, maybe it's just the, oh no, we're going to beat you, but we want our ace player to get as much practice as possible against other strong opponents, you know, so that they're not wasting their time.
Like, she's aiming to take the queen position this year. Like, this is all just warm-up.
She's practicing to face Shinobu.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so, yeah.
So, yeah, maybe there's also the aspect of if they lose, you know, then they lose or what have you. But, yeah, rather than trying to set up in such a way where they would end up facing, you know, strong opponents or what have you, they're basically just telling them, hey, if you want to face our goddess, she's right there.
Yeah.
Front and center in the middle, ready for you.
Yeah, take your ticket, make her day, you know? Yeah.
I'm excited because having Chihaya get the opportunity to face somebody that's queen material is fun, but getting to the opportunity to face them in a team environment where she's less in her head about the results of her match specifically, I think allows her to grow more as a Karuta player.
And it also means that it has, there's like this safety net for like plot consequences.
Yeah.
Because if it's like in the individuals match, there's the, oh no, but we really want Chihaya to, you know, at least have a match against Shinobu or Arata or something like that, right? And then it's like, oh, so then she's clearly not going to lose here, right? Because we need to have that. You don't have that issue here. So,
no,
awesome. Cool stuff. But we also got some characterization with Nishida and Tsutomu because, that is such a teenager thing to be like, I say this, I think this should happen. People agree with it, and then you're like, wait, what?
Why didn't you fight back?
Why didn't you fight back on that? And hey, yeah, I get it, Nishida, because yes, it could totally end up being a thing where then Tsutomu just ends up being in the support role. He doesn't actually play Karuta. He gets rusty, you know, like that makes sense.
Yeah, like
right?
you in tennis and stuff like that is just something that you ended up kind of projecting out here a little bit. And yeah, what do you know? People have a lot of respect over the things that you say. And if you want him to play with y'all, then just say that, man. Just say that. Don't run over to the food spot and just drown yourself in
curry and rice.
Curry and rice, you
right?
know?
Like, you know.
Yeah. Let your heart desires just ring out.
Exactly. Communicate. Speak your feelings and all that
Be
stuff.
like, fuck you, Tsukuba. I don't want you on our final 5. You weren't here with us from the beginning.
And
you weren't there to watch this kid grow from a wee little sapling to the fledgling tree that he is right now. But still.
Right.
Still.
And there is a little part of me that's like, you never actually told us Nishida's reasoning why. Like, we had Chihaya figure out a very good reason why, but that wasn't confirmed that that's what Nishida was thinking.
No, it was not at all what that was. It was entirely just I'm saying this to see if he has fired up and he wants to play. It's entirely that. And because he didn't, he's like, wait, shit, no, don't take me seriously. You want to play, right?
Yeah.
And the idea that Chihaya ended up saving them by the fact that, no, he was actually way more tired. Mm-hmm. He had to run around, chase down a whole bunch of teams.
Yep.
Do the social schmoozing with some of the teams that lost, which for the person here that's their intellectual, not their Taichi.
Yeah, it's
imagine
not exactly...
if Taichi was asking for info about the team.
He'd get all the info.
He would get, like, info and phone numbers from,
exactly.
tons of people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, and the idea...
It would have been easy.
And the idea that basically it's something where, that's a whole bunch of stuff that is brain power going also into different directions than Karata.
Right.
And so for Tsukuba, the same thing I'm tired, but the same thing I've been doing already, just do that again.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Whereas for Tsutomu, it's all right, you've been needing to be like dynamically thinking and executing rather than just you've practiced this into your bones, just do it again. Mm-hmm. Now we need you to also shift into a different situation. Right off
Bro would have been
off the back of
yawning
that.
like through the actual match.
Oh yeah, it probably would have taken the first 5 cards for him to actually be like, right, I'm playing Karata. Okay.
Yeah, there's something crazy strong about how in sports, if you don't do the proper pre-work before you actually do a match, regardless of what kind of sport it is,
it's just not going to go.
You will perform worse.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You will perform worse.
Yeah, it's like once you get into that lifestyle, whether it's just a specific part of your life or whatever, where you're specifically trying to get as good as you can at a particular thing, right? You realize, even though people who don't understand it might think that it's luck, you realize all the contributing factors and that it's all math. There's a science to it. And so then you get consistent with it. But that also means that if you stop doing one of those things, you don't get the results of that, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not just I've put all this practice in, therefore I am guaranteed to always be good at this. Yeah, every time. No. You keep doing those stretches. You keep, whatever, right? That is needed. But
yeah, even just like the tiniest little change or what have you is noticeable. Mm-hmm. And because most of the time at like decent competitive levels, that won't be noticeable in such a way that like your team will lose. But if you're looking at your own individual performance and you're quantifying in that way, it is very obvious at that point.
Yep. And given that, at these competitive stages and things, even though, yes, 3 out of 5, right? So your match won't necessarily be the deciding factor, but
it could be.
Every little bit helps, and, every little bit could also be the thing that messes it all up. So, yeah, you got to do that stuff.
Yeah. I like that we're starting to now have matches that we're setting up for that are ones where the actual individual members of the team are people that we've interacted with, been introduced to before.
Right.
Even if this was somebody that, was a very light introduction with regards to Osaka.
Right. So, like it kind of makes sense that, yes, someone didn't know who she was. Sure, we can make it Chihaya, and that can be a fun, clever way to remind the audience of who this is. Fantastic. Right. But yeah, this is one of the benefits that you have of having your show be around a very niche community, because then you have things like this.
Yeah, you bump into those people.
Because of course you will.
Pretty frequently.
Yeah.
And that's a fun thing about any kind of niche sport where you are primarily playing with people that are in the same region as you as well, is that you can bump into them in any kind of context in just a simple way, because it could just be you bump into them at the local tournament. Yes, that's probably the most likely place where you're going to bump into them. But you could bump into them at the social local gathering for your sport or what have you.
Right.
And then you see them and you're like,
Oh, hey.
there they are in a regular t-shirt, you know?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's just like, hello so-and-so. Yeah.
And actually, it's a good point. Like, granted, these are high schoolers, so who knows how much of that would be done or could be done and all that stuff.
Probably not.
But that is one of those things that I would also expect would be another way that they could improve their proficiency with karate is just, if there's social things where people go to unwind, and just be like, that was a big tournament, go and do that and hang out with them.
Yeah, these are kids still, though, so
Right.
that's in a lot of ways something that doesn't apply to as much. This is much more of an adult thing that I'm drawing from as an example with, honestly, specifically Ultimate Frisbee, where Ultimate Frisbee has so much casual stuff for players to engage with.
Okay.
That if you don't want to go to the super competitive stuff, you can still do all the social things and stuff. And there's events and all kinds of things. So you can be like, so-and-so, so-and-so. And even if you're not like one of the best players or what have you, if you show up enough to tournaments and things like that, people will be like, oh, hey, Caleb, hi,
Right. I feel like it's
That's pretty fun.
I feel like it's kind of the equivalent of like being the teacher's pet in like, grade school, where it's like, where it's like that. It certainly can't hurt, like maybe
you have a weird mind. I do not see the connection at all, but all right. I think of it more of like if you're somebody that's really committed to a thing, you're going to show up to anything related to that you can get something out of it. And with regards to Tsutomu being somebody that's needed for the observation stuff here, him actually putting in the work to like almost sell himself as being someone that's worthy of being given the notes is like that's like some desperate stuff right there.
Well, and imagine, next year, right, where that team with the girls where he went up to them and he's like, hey, please, really want to support my team and all that stuff. Next year, it could be the whole thing of like, all right, we have an understanding. You give me info on your team if you lose, and I'll give you info on, our team if we lose.
Absolutely.
And it's the, like, he becomes an information broker in the karate world.
That's a very great point. Yep.
Yeah.
Totally could be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited for the next match. These are the semifinals. There are 4 teams left. The other Tokyo team is being properly supported. Hoko is being supported here, but Fujisaki, who I believe we've encountered before.
I think so.
Yeah, they have tons of support.
Because they're small army.
I believe they're the super large team from the Mount Fuji school.
I think so, but I could be
wrong.
But
the idea that Pseudo shows up in his just regular...
flying the banner for your team right in front of all the people cheering for the other team. Fantastic.
It's amazing.
Yep. Also, the whole question of like, will they change up their position? That was a fun way to have us wait for information that we already like, have things go according to the pattern, but have tension to it because it's they don't see you as a threat. They're waiting for other things,
Yeah. But all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon and get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.